Welcome back, tubers. This video is brought to you by the dog in the back that barks because his owner leaves him outside and cooped up in a kennel and doesn't feed him and give him any water, and so he just sits there and barks and barks and barks. I got this pinion guard I want to get on my truck today, but I want to paint it because I don't want it to get all nasty, crusty. So I'm going to brake clean this, wipe it down, get all the oil off, and I gotta go back to the hardware store and get primer. Good friend Todd / internet troll / pot stirrer bought me this. I think there's like 60 bucks on Rough Tough Specialties. So we'll be back in a moment. I'm gonna make sure there's no Cosmoline or anything on here. Get it nice and clean. This thing's pretty cool. There's another front diff guard I want to get for my Dana 44. But this will, if you're out in the rocks or whatever, you got this bolted in there, this will keep rocks from hitting the drive shaft or the U-joint or breaking the pinion off, causing damage. I'll be right back. I'm going to throw this in the back. I went to the store, another $10 purchase. I bought this for extra. I needed an extra cord, 10 bucks. What was the other thing I bought? Pack of batteries, 10 bucks. I should have just went into town. 10 bucks in the Honda got me from Central Oregon back home. It's almost 200 miles. Stupid. About the last one they had. I've been wanting to get one of these because I'm tired of doing the whole thing. I got some primer. Just filler primer, just regular old. This is the other stuff I got. Roll bar and chassis. It's oh, this is self-priming. I didn't have to buy the primer. I didn't have to buy primer. Oh yeah. That's great. This is awesome. I don't want to go back to the hardware store because it's kind of a... I live in a small town, so it's like they gotta write the receipt down and do all this other stuff. Aw, shit. Alright, tubes. I think this is gonna be good enough. She's sat for about an hour and a half. Paint job came out really good. There, should be good. I'm sure it'll get, you know, rock chips and whatnot and then start to rust, but at least for right now I say, hey, I painted it, you know, screw off. Tools I'm using for this, got an extension just in case, pretty sure we're gonna need that. Long ratchet. I've got another extension with a 14 on it, but also 9/16 works for this. A little loose, but it fits these perfectly. And then a 1/2 inch for the U-joint straps. Just want to get this off. So I've blocked the front wheel and taken it out of gear. So she's safe. I do need to grease up these U-joints. I haven't greased it up since, well, it's been a while. I put a lot of miles on this drive shaft. A little bit of dirt in there. A little bit of dirt. Probably some mud. We need to make sure we clean this real good. Try not to lose your U-straps. I just want to see how this fits. Don't yell at me for... Oh, good. So yeah, she goes on like that. That's sweet. She might be due for another lube change. What I do is I just take this, I call it the second member. I just take it out, put a hose down in there, and suck the fluid out, slap it back together, and then I fill her up with fresh oil. This is I put a brand new O-ring on this a few years ago when I messed around with this thing, so she's been pretty good about not leaking oil for the most part. One of our new bolts started, we'll hang the thing. You know what I want to know? Will this fit over the drive shaft now? I bet you this would fit over the drive shaft. Put it over the drive shaft, get my U-bolts in, and then put this back on. That's pretty slick. I'm just gonna snug it. I'm going to snug these things down. Snug them down like you're doing a tire star pattern. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll have plenty of clearance. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. So you hit a rock, it'll hit this, and it won't hit this part. Where's my greaser Greaser's right there. Greaser's here on the other one. I need to maybe move it back a little bit. I need to grease this thing out. Cool. Alright, tubes. There she is. Pinion guard for 4 9-inch. Like it.